Branding, marketing. You hear these words thrown around all the time, right? Sometimes people even use them to mean the same thing. But are they? It turns out, mixing these two up is one of the biggest mistakes a business can make. So let's get this straight once and for all.
And hey, it's not just beginners who get this wrong. I've seen seasoned pros talk about a branding campaign when what they really mean is marketing. But this isn't just about using the right words. These two things operate on completely different timelines, and they're aiming for totally different goals. And understanding that, it's absolutely crucial.
Okay, let's start at the very core of it all, branding. Just think of branding as the why. It's not what you do, it's why you do it. This is the soul of your company. It's the personality, the values, the entire reason you exist. Put simply, your brand is who you are.
So if branding is the why, then marketing is the how. Simple as that. Marketing is the megaphone. It's how you shout your why from the rooftops. It's every single ad, every social media post, every campaign you run to get your story out there and actually connect with people.
All right, let's get into our first major distinction here and see how this all builds. We're going to look at the difference in scope, from that big 10,000-foot view all the way down to the actions you take on the ground.
So here's the first huge difference: time and scale. Branding is the long game. It's the whole mountain you're trying to climb. Marketing, that's the series of short, intense sprints that actually get you up that mountain, one campaign at a time. Think of marketing as all the individual steps that move you forward on that much, much bigger brand journey. And you know what? There's one perfect, absolutely wild example that makes this distinction crystal clear. Remember that guy who jumped from the literal edge of space? Yeah, the Red Bull Stratos project. That wasn't just some crazy stunt. It was an absolute masterclass in branding versus marketing.
So let's look at how it actually worked. Red Bull's entire brand, their long-term trajectory, is built on owning the idea of extreme. That's their goal. The space jump? That was a brilliant short-term marketing tactic, a massive headline-grabbing event. And the result was pure genius. It didn't just sell a bunch of energy drinks. No, it cemented their brand as the most audacious, extreme company on the planet.
Okay, so we've seen their scope is different, their timelines are different, but what are they ultimately trying to achieve? What are their end goals?
Ultimately, branding is playing for keeps. Its goal is deep, unshakable loyalty. It doesn't just want you to buy the product, it wants you to fall in love with what the company stands for. It's all about creating a genuine, long-term relationship. Marketing, though, usually has a much more immediate goal. It's looking for a direct response. It's all about driving clicks, getting people into stores, and seeing a clear return on investment, that ROI. Its job is to spark action right now.
And here's a great way to see how they work together. Branding's job is to create value. So for Red Bull, that means sponsoring athletes and building this entire universe around extreme sports. Marketing's job is to come in and capture that value. It looks at the data from those events and asks, okay, how do we turn all this excitement into actual sales?
Okay, let's bring this all home. I've got one final, super powerful analogy that's going to make this distinction incredibly personal and really easy to remember.
It really just boils down to this. Branding is being. It's your company's core, unchanging personality. Marketing is doing. It's all the things you do to show that personality to the rest of the world. And if we go back to Red Bull one last time, all of this stuff, the events, the ads, the athletes they sponsor, that's their doing. They are all distinct marketing actions, but every single one is designed to express that one core personality trait: extreme.
So here's the crucial takeaway. When a brand is strong, the marketing almost becomes invisible. It just feels right. You get it. But when a brand is weak, marketing becomes this incredibly expensive, uphill battle. The two need each other to really work. So think about your favorite brand for a second. You probably like them because of their marketing, sure, but you love them because of their why. So what is it?